Agent Ulysses said, "Gonna be here for the full screen."
Alright, hey, welcome everybody. Looking to start. I know you appreciate the full screen. Think everything's working. I was having some pretty major issues there a minute ago. Let me actually give you a bit better of a full screen there now that I look at it. You're not actually full screen.
Agent Ulysses said, "Appease my specific demands."
There you go. How about now? That should give you a better full screen. Alright, so Ulysses, to give you a little bit of hope here, I did go back to the Gamora when I loaded up and got kicked out to get some more caps. And I did go through my inventory and picked up some stuff to bring to sell, some high sale items. A lot of C4 that I had apparently. And so took your advice on that. You'll be glad to know. The reunion. Near print. Have I been there before? I feel like I visited that once. Have not. Alright, well I guess we're just gonna go to Prim. Had a lot of issues right off the get. We don't have game audio.
MRS why not? Said, "Heyo."
Do you guys have game audio? Is it just me that doesn't have game audio? Okay, so it's just me that doesn't have game audio. Let me see. That's the problem. There we go.
Agent Ulysses said, "We have game audio."
Okay, I just didn't have my monitor on. Happens sometimes when you're switching games and switching what you need here and there and hither and thither. Because I got the Christine silence rifle, I switched out the Lelouch carbine for just the cowboy repeater. Just a little easier to aim with. No, that's not good. Battery's low in my headphones. That's what I get for not charging it for a month. Where is... Hang on, I can fix that. This is just gonna take me a second. Having another one of those nights where just like everything is just going a little wrong. Let's see. Alright, hang on. Okay, we're good. It's fine. Hang on. Just gonna come in here. Come in here. And there we go. Also, let's just hit this as remove selection. Don't want that even remotely in there. Alright, great. Now, my battery won't die on me because I have it plugged in hardwired. Let's see what else can go wrong on the stream. I'm sure something. It's a little dark, I guess. What's funny is it looks great on my TV. It looks pretty great on my computer that I'm playing it on.
Agent
man.
Ulysses said, "Everything, of course."
Always everything and anything.
Agent Ulysses said, real Murphy's Law hours.
Oh, for real. Absolutely. I don't want to kill a puppy. That feels bad. Why are my FPS? Why is my FPS coming down so low? I don't see why it's tanking that hard. Alright, that should get their attention. That really didn't. You know, I repeat, really don't want to have to attack a puppy. Just makes me feel bad. You guys could have lived. We could have not done this. She came at me. And so here we are. Oh. Looks like we're getting very, you can go home, Courier 2. The Divide. The Lonesome Road. Alright, well. Here we go. Coordinates you receive lead you to this canyon filled with storm-tossed wreckage. Beyond lies the Divide. Walk the Lonesome Road. Oh, this feels like a way to go, maybe not the way I should go. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. There we go. Finding secrets just right off the bat. Ulysses, on a scale of 0 out of 10, how much am I gonna love this DLC? Let's say Whoville? Or you're supposed to say Hopeville? Looks like it's Whoville.
Agent Ulysses said, 10-10.
Oh man, I feel like
Agent Ulysses said, Hopeville.
What the heck happened here? Guess that's what we're gonna find out. It's encrypted better than my 100 science can hack? Oh, well, I feel cheated. That felt very pointless.
Agent Ulysses said, main advice, check every nook and even more crannies.
Every nook and even more crannies. Alright. Here's a question for you. Is the breathing mask better than the rebreather? Well, I thought this used to give me 3 damage resistance.
Agent Ulysses said, well, the breathing mask counts as full headgear.
No, it doesn't. The rebreather is weightless. Breathing mask gives you rad resistance, which is helpful, I suppose.
Agent Ulysses said, must be from a mod.
Huh. I thought the rebreather gave you damage resistance. Well, that's my damage threshold. Guess I might as well. Looks very
Agent Ulysses
similar. Oh, you know,
it should give you DR.
if you take off the like, I just went from, like, I can go from Cad Bane to Walter White. Oh no. Oh no. I'm the one who knocks, Ulysses. Courier 6 is the one who knocks. Alright, Ralphie. Some useful information there. Oh, that was magical. Nice. Special theme music.
Fly far, fly fast!
Oh, he's got a lot of personality.
Experiment log 369248/B. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System.
Huh.
This is Dr. Whitley presiding. We've boosted signal gain and enlarged the overflow buffer system. That should ensure 100% connectivity and control.
Huh.
Eddie, whenever you're ready. Yes, success. Reporting full success on 369248/B. Eddie was able to interface with and override the test panel in under 3 seconds.
Nice.
Great job, team. Now let's start on the proposal for the full rollout.
Edie. Eddie. Happy beeping. This one has way more personality than the one in the Mojave.
Skyders C.
Happy beeping.
Man, I need to run a low and high luck on this game again.
Do it. Do it while only using your fists. It's really fun. There's some great builds for that. I'll say this is my first time. I replayed the game. Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted, was a commissary.
Bennett Snyder said, I have missed this game so much.
This is not my first time playing this game, but it's the first time I've played what's it called? The Lonesome Road. All the DLC. I never got to play the DLC when I played it.
Skyders C.
So I'm excited.
Said, oh, a boxer build, I affectionately call it the Rocky Balboa build.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I was doing that just to mess around.
Skyders C. said, ever get much into Skyrim?
I love, man, I've got hundreds and hundreds of hours into Skyrim. It's a problem. That's a great game. Ulysses, was the riot gear what you wanted me to buy?
Agent Ulysses said, yes.
Alright.
Agent Ulysses said, and maybe a weapon mod or two.
Weapon mod. Well, let's look. I guess the red glare. This probably wouldn't hurt.
Bennett Snyder said, I should get around to playing Skyrim. I'm currently trying to 100 PVZ1.
Oh, Plants versus my brain like short-circuited when you said
Agent
PVZ.
Ulysses said, SMMG stands for shoulder mounted machine gun.
What? Do you get, is that like an additional weapon you can use with your main one? Because that sounds awesome. Well, now I'm excited. 44 mag.
Agent Ulysses said, yeah, you find them around or buy one.
But you can use it in addition to your regular gun, or is it just always there? Or like... I did not bring enough ammo before I came in here, so I'm glad these commissaries will have extra ammo.
Said, Red Glare is a fully automatic rocket launcher.
308. Yeah, I know there's
Agent
a
Ulysses
glitch with the red glare.
said, the SMMG is same as any other gun you carry. Bennett Snyder
Okay.
said, the one thing about this game I don't miss is the menus though.
Look, that's fair. The menus do get very overwhelming. I just have a weird appreciation for a good menu. I don't... I like a good RPG, and so I don't mind digging through menus. Is it weird? Yes. Is it me? Also, unfortunately, yes. Alright.
Agent Ulysses said, doing an on-side quest in Mafia 3. Agent Ulysses said, stealing votes for the IRA.
Huh.
MRS why not? Said, the cats are so happy that we are chilling on the couch. I'll post a photo in the Discord.
Repair everything! The riot gear wasn't any better than the Ranger combat armor. It just
Bennett Snyder
looks
said,
cooler.
I have spent days of time playing Borderlands, so the simple menus have grown on me.
You know, that's fair. Man, I do love me some Borderlands. I just recently got the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and that's so fun. That's something I'll need to stream at some point. I want to play Borderlands with my brothers. If I can ever get them on the same page. I would love to stream that, just me and my brothers being morons in Borderlands. Huh.
Bennett Snyder said, that's the one mainline Borderlands game I haven't played yet. Kiders C said, the Steam port of this game always crashes. This runs flawlessly. What gives?
I have had many crashes. This is the Steam version of the game. However, I am using the Viva Las Vegas. What? Okay. That's gross. This is the Viva New Vegas Mod.
Bennett Snyder
Sets.
said, well, that's a dark turn.
Yeah, it is. Now I have to go into mod tools and be a mod for a second.
Agent said, one of the two guys I played Borderlands with it.
Gross. One of the two guys you played Borderlands with has kept running hacked weapons. Yuck. Yeah, that is a problem. Sorry, I had to deal with the dark turn. Anyway, Kadra C, this is, I'm using the Viva New Vegas mod list, which adds a lot of stability to the game, and things load way faster.
Said, the other guy was one of the coolest guys you'd ever meet. God rest his soul.
Oh, did he pass away? I'm so sorry. Yes, man, I love it when you can get the stream on the first try. Sorry, whatever. You know what I meant. I love when you get on the first try.
Said, what kind of build are you?
Cowboy, mostly. I just wanted to play with cowboy guns. It's not the most powerful. It's just fun.
Agent Ulysses said, October of 22 he was my best friend.
Oh,
Bennett
man.
Snyder
Sorry,
said,
Ulysses.
don't get me wrong, hacked weapons are cool and all, but they aren't as fun when playing casually.
Oh, yeah. If you can have a lot of fun being a moron using hacked weapons. But if you're trying to, like, actually play the game. Wait, what? Oh, that's helpful.
Orion
Man, what a
said,
interesting...
I really like Lucky, such a nice looking and genuinely good revolvers.
What a really interesting way they forced you to find
Bennett
this.
Snyder said, P.S. I just lost sound, it's on my end, so I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, are you sad the loss of your friend? Oh, I can get you to take stuff. Nice. Carry my burdens. Going through all the stuff.
Orion said, have you played the DLC before?
I have not. I replayed this whole game for the purpose of playing these DLCs for the first time. I've played all of them on stream. This is the first. This run is my first run playing all the DLCs. They've all been so great, and I'm really excited to finally get to Lonesome Road. Well, that was a nice way to get a bunch of XP. Glad I stopped and talked to him. Whoa.
Agent
Jumpy.
Ulysses said, I'm excited for this one too.
Dr. Grant? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Ah, Whitley, there you are. Orders from Colonel Autumn. He feels the iBot Duraframe project isn't advancing quickly enough. I'm to...
You didn't even disengage his damage avoidance protocols. You're hurting him.
Don't
Bennett
be
Snyder
ridiculous. It's just
said,
a machine.
Sound has returned.
See here.
Yay.
I've already increased the navigation system's efficiency by 65%.
Get the hell out of here.
Fine, Whitley. It's your lab. At least until I tell the Colonel about this.
Well, that sounds really awful. Dr. Grant sounds like a war crime waiting to happen. You kiss your mother with that mouth.
Agent Ulysses said, is it possible to slap someone through a recording?
Unfortunately, no, but when the technology exists, we need to give it to Eddie here.
Bennett Snyder said, we'll find a way to.
Ralphie who? General Winters, Colonel Autumn.
Orion said, this is a lot of people's favorite DLC, and that audio is referring to stuff that was happening in Fallout 3.
It's been so long since I've played Fallout 3. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna replay all the Fallouts because someone bought them for me. So I'm gonna start with 1 and replay through to 4. I've heard for 10 years that Fallout New Vegas has the best DLCs ever made, and I wholeheartedly believe it. Just after playing through all of them so far, man, wholeheartedly believe it. They're so good. Oh, well, that seems helpful. Love being able to just turn off the robots. Convenient. Oh, it was a Securitron? Man, I am very glad I found that. Hate fighting those things. Not that I can't, I just don't like to. It's a waste of ammo. I found when I was doing my stream checklist that I forgot to charge my good controller. So I'm using a wired controller, but the joysticks are not nearly as... They aren't the same sensitivity. Ooh. Don't know what that is. me see if this other controller has enough charge. Give me 2 shakes. Just turn around and make a lot of noise. Great. Great. Fantastic. Sorry about that. Just, you know, you never know when you're not using your good controller until you're not using your good controller.
Orion said, they also made such a great game despite Bethesda trying to screw Obsidian over by giving them a stupidly low amount of time to make the game, but as you can see it came out awesome.
Yeah, it's so rare that someone making a like sequel using the same the same assets makes such a good game. But man, yeah, they did. This is up there with Zelda Majora's Mask. Like, the same assets, not a lot of time, but just passionate developers that wanted to make something great, and they did. Alright, we're just gonna... Uh-oh. Wait, why did my camera change? That was weird. Leave terminal alone, repair the terminal. The nice thing about coming into this at level, like, 40 is that you can do everything. Well, that'll help.
Agent Ulysses said, can you fly?
Not yet. Give me some time. I kind of want to use the Bowie knife just for the lulz. Let's see. Pair those together.
Orion said, you should have Raoul as your companion in the base game since you are going for the whole cowboy weapons thing.
You know, I did. So I've played this game a few times before. And until I saw someone else have a short of Raoul, like I was just going through YouTube shorts and someone had a short that talked about Raoul. I didn't know he existed, so I immediately went and found him on my next stream. And yeah, he's great. I do have him back at the Lucky 38. Are we gonna have to like fire the missile? That seems like a problem. Those guys seem like a problem. I don't actually want anyone to spoil anything for me. What's up, buddy?
Orion said, his story is so bittersweet I won't say anything cause I don't want to spoil his story if you haven't done it.
I have done it. I was able to do it basically immediately. Ooh, U.S. General's outfit. Oh. Sorry, General. Seems like you went the way of, Germany's most failed general. Yeah, definitely need to. That's This is an example of why you read menu items before you just start hitting buttons. Because if you just open those doors, you gotta fight these bad boys.
Said, I'll be back. I'm off to do a few things. I should be back in about 15-20 minutes.
Alright, well, hey, I'll be here. Thanks for stopping by. Been great talking with you. Where am I? Oh, there it is. That's what I was missing. This really feels like it's about to be a major problem. Just take my hands off the controller.
Orion said, I am a huge Fallout nerd, and I have to say I wish Obsidian would make another Fallout game. I know some people are hoping since Bethesda and them are owned by Microsoft it could happen.
That would be pretty great.
Thanks for chatting, Bennett.
I genuinely think Bethesda's just a little too butthurt that Fallout New Vegas is the most popular Fallout game ever made to allow Obsidian to make it again. I did not want that fission battery. And here's the thing. Like, Bethesda did do some great things with Fallout. And, like, what Bethesda has done with Fallout is what allowed Obsidian to run with it. But, honestly, they just didn't go far enough. Obsidian took the systems and then took the time to really understand Fallout and tell just a great set of stories. I think the problem that I'm seeing with Bethesda games is that they've stopped telling as good of stories in the... What's the word I'm looking for? Bethesda just does quantity over quality. They just pump out like bloated story games with a bunch of quests that not all of them are really all that good. Instead of making sure every one of them is at least pretty good. That's my opinion. I do respect Bethesda. I like Bethesda,
Orion
but...
said, personally I'm a energy guns build and love using the air prototype laser rifle, but yeah, Bethesda has done some good, but like you said, they didn't go far enough and certainly don't have the heart.
The next game I play, I'll probably use energy guns because the next time I play, I'm gonna do a Brotherhood of Steel run, get power armor, and use a like laser Gatling gun because I have never gotten to do that before. Or I'm gonna use a Bowie knife, one of the two, I don't know.
Agent Ulysses said, this is really disturbing. NPCs are programmed to jump out of the way of a car, but it's coded wrong and they keep jumping in front of my car. It's wearing on me.
What are you playing, Ulysses? That sounds really messed up, man. Sorry you're having to deal with
Orion
that.
said, oh no, you need to do a Enclave Remnants playthrough if you are going energy weapons, lol.
Alright, you know what? Fair enough. I'm not sure that I've ever
Ulysses
found the Enclave Remnants.
said, Mafia 3 I'm doing fetch missions.
Oh. That's a good one.
Taking your chances coming here. Just like bringing the Lord of Vegas his tribute, bending your knee to old world ghosts. You and that chip deserve each other. 29 less coins than other traitors have carried, if history's true. Now see the road the old world paves, and what the light of New Vegas promise, if they haven't blinded your eyes. Power isn't strength. Power can wall off someone when they believe it's freed them. House's power. You've seen the wall around Vegas. He gains more power. That wall will grow. The Mojave will become Vegas.
Nice.
But it's more light than strength. He'll see the way of it soon enough.
Okay, whatever you say, Ulysses. I do have Arcade Ganon, but I haven't done that quest line yet. It seems like I haven't gone far enough in the main story to start it. I'll do that. I'll finish that story once I finish the DLCs. I just got too excited to finally do the DLCs.
I'm a courier. Courier 6 was Courier 6. Like you, and not like you. In all the ways that matter.
So you say.
Spent too many years looking for you. Now letting you come to me. Thought carrying that ship would end you. No. You got lives in you. Hard to kill. Storms, bullets, sand and wind. Yet still you walk. For now.
So true.
Words are the only way couriers meet. Sometimes it's the paths we walk. But no. We've never spoken before now. You may not know my voice, but we've walked the same places. The long 15 to Prim. That wasn't the only road you ever walked. I've been to your home, the place you kept returning to. May not be the place you were born, was the place you gave life to. Same thing.
Interesting.
People forget couriers can keep communities alive until the day they're gone and their breath catches in their throat.
Orion said, "You just need to go to certain locations and eventually he tells you what to do ECT like all the others. Also Ulysses is kinda just won't say anything till after you finish the DLC.
We all have death following us. Only a question of how close. You dodged it. For a time. You're good at that. Talent for it. With that chip weighing you down. A burden. Let's death move a little faster without me pulling the trigger.
Will, thank you for waiting. I appreciate that.
Meant to. No. Never. Your burden. Weigh you down long enough to let death catch up to you. But you survived. There was death in that package. And while the chip is important to old world ghosts, maybe why you found each other. Little piece of the old world speaking to you, waiting for you to wake something else up with it.
He just speaks like someone that's a little mentally deranged. Like he's just very broken.
Promises to keep to others. And the Mojave's dangerous enough, left to the land. The land has its way. If I wanted you dead, we would have met sooner.
Ulysses is
Not sure that's the way this ends.
all time.
Might be that history needs to have its say. If not, then messages will do.
Whatever you say, Ulysses.
The divide. This place is a slice of it. Old military. Can still smell the pride. And the fear. in storm.
Ulysses
Got new inhabitants now,
said,
other than
"This is
ghosts,
gonna get confusing."
more recent recruits.
Hey, it was your idea.
America sleeps in the divide. Giants beneath the earth. You saw one locked in the silo beneath you. There's more. Only takes a few of them, locked below ground, to tear apart the earth and cast dust, sand, ash into the skies above. You'll see the extent, the miles of it, soon enough. You need to see it. Walk it. For now, eyes alert. Watch the streets below. There's still life in the divide. Threats of
Okay, whatever you say.
these new inhabitants, not natives, most of them, came with duty, purpose, ready to kill each other. The divide was stronger. Left marks on them too. Not bear, not bull. Now, radiations marked them, made them equal in history's eyes. As vicious as the storms are, these shadows of Legion, of NCR, silhouettes of things to come. If you saw their corpses, you saw mercy, got what they deserved, coming
not
to the
talking.
divide.
I'm just
The
really
bear
interested
and
in this
bull.
conversation.
NCR Legion came in waves, before and after, right into the invisible fires, the wind, ground, collapsing beneath them. Once under different flags, now they are equal in their hatred of the trespassers. Even as the fires here burned them from within, the winds of the divide tore their skin, exposed them, screaming to the sky.
Well, that's ominous.
And just as the divide tears at them, so they tear at each other, for sport, like some tribal scarification. Falling back to their history, maybe. No matter what they suffer, the radiation, fire of the divide sustains them, makes them stronger. There's truth in your words. The divide
I didn't mean to
winds
skip
have
that,
torn the
sorry.
skin from many of them. Maybe the radiation is the only thing keeping them walking. They camp near silos, warheads. No way to cleanse the radiation. Makes them hard to kill there. Have to draw them out.
Well, I'm here, just listening to a nice gravelly voice. Really make me want to punch him in the face.
The robot with you. All of them are machines, radios, old world tech reshaped with new hands, historians, couriers carrying messages. Seen them as I've walked the divide, tending other machines. That one, sealed inside the Hopeville silo. Sign America is waking up. It will follow you, obey you, carry it until we are America sleeps ahead of you, its nightmares filled with quakes. That means waking America's spears up from their slumber. There's ways. Warheads set off collapse. Warheads could open the gates again.
So what have I
You're
missed?
resourceful. That machine, robot with you, can help you find the warheads you need to destroy. And their trigger, the detonator. The way ahead is below. The tools are there. The rest, up to you.
This guy, Ulysses, started talking to me through my robot friend.
Orion said. Not much,
Who are
was
you?
just chatting with
Who do not know your history?
Ulysses.
You came all this way for answers.
Okay, full attention to
Only currency I have.
Bennett Snyder
Nothing else to be gained.
said.
Could turn around, walk away at any time. If history matters to you, you'll need to earn it. Any laws of mine, I have already cast away in the divide. They're lost to you. For now, find the trigger for the warheads buried in Hopeville. Use it to keep moving and keep alive.
Well.
No courier would go to the divide, but you will. And that's what sets us apart. We walk roads no other courier will walk.
Yeah, fair enough.
And for you, you'll want to see your home one last time. See what happened. You're curious. You walk, leave ruin in your path. You can't leave alone. Still, I don't care if you
Just
walk
talk
the
so
divide.
slow.
Turn, walk the Mojave. If you don't, the divide will come to you and the Mojave. That will be my message to you, like the message you had for me.
Bennett Snyder said. Oh, great ominous voice, please make this dialogue end soon.
Like, I'm so interested in everything he has to say, but he talks kind of like an ent. Just continuing to talk and talk and talk so slowly.
The divide will send its worst against you. It may break you.
Don't be hasty.
We'll see if you're stronger. Road gets rougher from here. Courier left marks for you. Colors will tell the way if you're smart. They'll lead you to your home one more time. Lead to the ending of it. Maybe remind you why you wander.
Not all who wander are lost, Ulysses. You should remember that. All right, well.
Bennett
Yep.
Snyder said. Yay, we got our robot back.
Eddie is best boy.
Ulysses said. I mean 18 months was not much time, sure Orion, just remember that about 95 of models and animations were already available.
Yeah, but if you think about it, that was true for Majora's Mask too, when they made that off of Ocarina of Time. Ralphie. I have to remember to grab those. I hope I haven't already missed some. Probably have. Oh well. Ooh. Hmm. I see an enemy. All right, well, I guess I should just follow the quest for the moment.
Ulysses said. share of indies while none have seen the light due to poor team and funding details. I wanted to get into Obsidian had a very good basis to make a game.
Agreed. I absolutely agree. Fallout 3 was a great base to make a game off of.
Bennett Snyder said, I just imagine the Metal Gear Solid detect sound every time you get spotted.
Yeah, me too.
Ulysses said, LOL.
That's a high DPS.
Bennett Snyder said, not the sound again.
Yeah, I should probably learn how to sneak. Man, his gun got roasted. Don't know why that poster's there. It feels very out of place. That's a weird sound. Did I like explore this building?
Said, I have a headcanon that Eddie doesn't make the sound when combat starts, but rather combat starts because he makes the sound.
It feels accurate. That flare was uncalled for. This DLC is a little dark, and I do mean, like, visually.
Ulysses said, just open your eyes more.
Oh, so many jokes, so little time. Blade of the West. Oh. Hang on. Sorry, I got distracted by Blade of the West.
Bennett Snyder said, on at last. Bennett Snyder said, sound.
Is it a two-handed shish kebab? Is it just a random two-handed weapon? It's not very good. It's not worth the weight it is.
Ulysses said, I need to get back into poetry. It's been months since I've written anything.
Well, write something for us right now. No time like the present.
Ulysses said, let us see what I can do.
So much stuff. I'm just paranoid, like, did I need to even come in here? Or am I just not looking hard enough? Ooh, lock save. Oh, other way. Got it. Helpful.
Orion said, I may not talk a lot since now I am also playing New Vegas, but I will still be watching. Also, I subbed.
Hey, thanks for subbing, and I appreciate you lurking. I really need the watch time. But I get it. Sometimes watching your favorite game just makes you want to play your favorite game. That's kind of the nice thing about streaming, is just talking with people that are playing the same game. Nice. Auto dock. Those are the things that I sold it.
Bennett Snyder said, I think my favorite game as of late is Watch Dogs 2.
I never got into Watch Dogs, personally. Not really a reason for it, just never did.
Bennett Snyder said, that's fair.
There are just so many games in so little time. That's part of why I started streaming, was so that I could continue to play games in a structured time frame and just have a time to do it. Because it just gets to this point where, like, you have a job and family, and it's just time slips away from just hobbies, things you enjoy. I was like, well, if I make a structured stream and maybe start making money from it, it kind of gives me more of a consistent reason to keep getting to do it. You just gotta make a time sometimes. Plus, now I just get really kind of bored playing games without streaming, which is disappointing. Like, there's some games I enjoy playing by myself, but also sometimes I'm playing and I'm like, I kind of want to just stream so I can talk to people while I'm playing. I used to be fine playing games absolutely on my own. And then I started streaming. Well, then I got married and I started talking to my wife while I played games. She would ask questions, and then I just enjoyed answering questions about the game I'm playing while I'm playing it. Miss Why Not, you've ruined it. But you inspired a stream, so, you know, good on you, I guess. And shame on you, I don't know. I was told to explore everything, so I don't know
Ulysses
if I'm actually going to find anything, but...
said, a road of one side of one path, a journey of two minds, indifferent and ill-sodden. In the steps of one lies pain, in the other lies wrath. MRS Why Not said,
Nice.
so sorry face with tears of joy. I love hearing about your knowledge of games and the industry, as I didn't grow up around a lot of video games. Ulysses said, one SEC need room for another line.
You gotta let stuff fade. Alright. Nice. I don't know who stood up here with a sniper rifle, but...
Bennett Snyder said, I have a tendency to ramble to myself while playing games which my friends have been worried about.
Ah, you're fine. It's normal. Just start a stream. OBS is free. Nice, stealth boy.
MRS why not? Said, some people are just external processors, they need to talk out loud to help understand what's happening in their brains.
Come on. Could barely see the man.
Ulysses said, I'll put the poetry on Discord later, I can't multitask RNLOL.
That's alright. We got a busy chat tonight, and that's good. Oh, whoa, oh. Hang on.
Bennett Snyder said, so that must be why I can never figure out what's going on in my head, face with tears of joy.
Stop shooting rockets at Eddie.
Said, parents are away for a few days, so I'm watching the dog M's.
Brother, I need you to stop attacking my robot. Alright, well, that sure got me here. Ulysses, should I follow the map marker or should I, like, look around? Oh, good. I'm sure I've missed
Ulysses
much.
said, after stream I'll quickly go over and make a list of everything you missed.
No, I do it slowly. Rewatch the stream multiple times. Give me the watch time. The road to 3,000. Here we go. Well, 4,000.
Bennett Snyder
Ammo.
said,
Ammo.
not the watch time.
Yeah, the watch time. That's why I'm streaming in vertical format. It's because I saw a lot of people say that if you're getting subscribers with shorts and you're just streaming, that streaming on vertical
Ulysses
is a great way to get it.
said, you can't trick me into upping your watch time that easily.
I mean, you are a mod. I could just ask you nicely. You also enjoy my content. Now, just put me in your ears while you're at work.
Bennett Snyder said, you can trick me that easily though.
Got him. Restream chat is excited.
Bennett Snyder said, I need background sound sometimes.
Well, I have all of my streams in a playlist, so if you want to go back and listen to all of... Oh, we got red glare.
Ulysses said, I work the register they 1T appreciate that LOL besides we have no Wi-Fi and barely even one bar.
You found a laser detonator in this book on a piece of pre-war tech that can be detonated nuclear warheads scattered on the Lonesome Road. But your enemies from afar or even discover secret root caches just pointed on the warhead. Did I pick up red glare twice? Interesting. And the rocket's red glare is not bursting
Yeah, there was one help. Bennett Snyder said, I was going to make.
Look, I thought red glare was a unique weapon. Come on. Get him.
Bennett Snyder said, just sure those rockets
He
point
exploded. You know, not gonna lie, I don't like red glare all that much. And it's very heavy. Anytime.
Ulysses said, oh my god.
What? Did I just drop red glare and it triggered you?
Ulysses said, 93 off the Borderlands Pandora's Box Collection.
Oh, nice. I think I saw that. I think that's why I was able to get Tiny Tina's so cheap on PlayStation. I should go see what the price of the Borderlands collection is. I should buy that too.
Bennett Snyder said,
RDR2 was also on
if only
sale.
I did not already own them all.
Ah, just buy them for me. Let's see. How did my... Oh, didn't take nearly as much damage. I feel like my stuff took a lot more damage when I played Old World Blues than it has been in this so far. I was constantly having to repair everything in Old World Blues.
Ulysses said, the definitively ultimate deluxe super director's cut something something everything is only 47 right now.
Only $47. Well,
Ulysses said, well, the Lonesome Road gear has obscenely high durability.
well, that's nice. I'm glad I put on the riot gear. Is that Jet? I don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Oh, hello, Warhead. How far back should I be when I set this off?
Bennett Snyder said, be up close and personal.
Ha!
Ulysses said, about a trailer truck's distance. Bennett Snyder said, I spoke too late.
You tried. Your joke was appreciated. Alright, well, only way to go is forward. So dark. Hey, wait, this is back the way we were. Hey, wait a second. They're trying to get me to backtrack. I just feel like something's gonna jump out at me at any minute. Is that normal? Oh.
Bennett Snyder said, "How dareth they?"
Yeah, alright, let's just riot shotgun this up here. My shotgun mods are better than yours. No, especially considering you were using a marksman carbine. Oh, a commissary. Well, might as well pick up all this stuff and sell it.
Ulysses said, "I didn't realize my dog was slowly inching closer and closer and is now cuddling on me." Bennett
Aww.
Snyder said, "The TF2 crit sound would have a field day just there."
I've never really played that much Team Fortress 2. I did a little bit, enough to appreciate it, but like the sounds don't readily come to mind. I'm slowly working on getting all the
Bennett
money out
Snyder
of the commissary.
said, "I have dabbled into TF2 a bit."
Keep in mind, so I'm gonna be 28 this year. Man, what a statement. TF2 came out when I was... Sorry, I'm gonna be 29 this year. I'm 28 now. Age. TF2 came out when I was like 8. So I've dabbled. I played the Orange Box. Great game. But there's also just so many other games. I've just always been one to dabble. So like I played the Orange Box, and so we played all of them. Like I played the Portal, and I played all the Half-Life games. And I played a little bit of TF2. But I was never very good at it. So I just didn't get too much into it. I assume there's another way if you can't get that lock, but you know, I can get the lock, so I'm gonna go this way. Man, it sure is just lots of... Uh-oh. Off with his head and limbs. Let's see if we can find him. Quiet, quiet.
Bennett said, "Off with thy head."
Good timing. My throat is really starting to hurt. The problem with getting sick with something like a respiratory, or like strep, or anything that makes your throat sore, if you have a talking job, or you do anything that requires your voice semi-regularly, it's really hard to recover because you have to talk all the time.
Ulysses said, "Pretty red around here."
Well, that's what happens when you
Ulysses
make people explode.
said, "How is the voice doing?"
I have one, which is good. It's a little sore tonight. I realized part of my problem
Bennett
was that I
Snyder
was suffering side effects from NyQuil.
One of my friends has been sick on and off for the last few months, and we have been keeping track of how many pills she has been taking this week.
I realized part of why I'm sick, like I definitely have a respiratory problem, but I also have I was also having side effect issues from taking like NyQuil and Dayquil. Like I was looking at the symptoms I had, and then I just looked at the side effects of NyQuil, and I was
Bennett
like,
Snyder
most of my
said,
problems here
"We
are
are
side
up to
effects.
around 35. Ulysses said, "Oh dear."
Just very upset stomach and like being more lethargic than normal. So I gotta think of something else to handle my cold symptoms. There are other
Ulysses
medicines.
said, "When my ADHD was severe, they had me hopped up on 21 pills per week."
Oh. That's a lot of pills.
Ulysses said, "I remember them too."
Sounds kind of awful.
Bennett Snyder said, "Oh no."
Alright, we can't make shotgun shells, so let's
Ulysses
make...
said, "Bupropion, guanfacine, and dexmethylphenidate." Bennett Snyder said, "That is slightly worrisome."
Of course, special. Just the only ammo I have. Was I not supposed to? Is that the problem? Yeah, that was the problem. Anyway, sorry. I was focused on making ammo and I was getting things wrong. How do you lock a crate? Like that kind of a crate. Box. It doesn't look like it has any kind of latch.
Ulysses said, Well, I'm one of the cases of an ADHD recovery. They're considering taking it off my medical status or whatever they call it.
Well, that's nice. Really wish I could just shoot that grenade out of the air.
Bennett Snyder said, "Speak of the devil, my very sick friend is texting me again."
I hope your very sick friend gets to feeling better soon. I know it's very hard when you have a friend that's constantly sick.
Let's get him then.
Ooh, Legion and Ares. Look, get out of here with your arc welder. I'm just gonna shoot you in the face.
Ulysses said, "You ever just look at pills and try to pronounce their names?"
No. A lot of my family's in the medical field, and I am specifically not, because I used to try and help them study with flashcards, and I just couldn't understand any of them.
MRS, why not?
Ooh, medicine.
Said, "I took organic chemistry in college, so I learned how to pronounce all those kinds of names."
I'm not entirely sure why I blew that up, but it was fun. You know, always good to take a nap every now and then. Ugh.
Bennett Snyder said, "That was my advice." Bennett Snyder said, "What did she do?" Bennett Snyder said, "Stay up and work outside."
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like my problem. Staying up to stream and working
Ulysses
outside for a day job.
said, "Bennett, you're replying to the stream."
Ooh. Ralphie. Ah. So I suppose my voice sounds like the voice to text mod at this point. That's good to know.
Emptiness here, like the sands of the great salt lake, echoed. The beating in the divide sky, like storm drums of the white legs. Ran with them on the salt beds at Caesar's command. Cut the throats of the two-headed bear, cut all communities off. Use storm, sky, disease, fire, starvation, and the violence of the ignorant to ruin all who could. Might stand against him. But the whitelegs, they couldn't live on their own like most scavengers. so gave them purpose, turned their hunger into a weapon. The wall of New Canaan, too high for Kaiser, too proud maybe, or maybe something there from his past that needed killing. Memory of Graham. Helped them dig out Canaan's supply caches and other secrets the sands hid. Bunkers filled with powered weapons even the Brotherhood might desire. They call these new weapons storm drums. In the firing of shells, taught them the power in the casings to channel the spirits in their guns. Me, they called me the flag bearer. Glory in my hand, in my staff. The weight of the old world, just as the symbol on my back did. I learned their weapons as a means of respect. It came their turn to pay respect to me. History came rushing back. You can't escape what's been done. History's there, no matter how far you walk.
Huh. So I guess that was What's-His-Face's time in Zion. Well, that's what I get for not paying attention. Glad I slept over here. Let's see. I need to come over here.
Bennett Snyder said, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I got distracted. I was thinking the auto-inject stim pack would have done better, but oh well.
Ulysses said, "Certified oopsie."
Certified oopsie. Yeah, that's accurate.
Bennett Snyder said, "Can you go hug it?"
Can I go hug it? No.
Ulysses said, "The marked men."
Come on.
Bennett Snyder said, "Know the explosive."
Alright, there goes Blister.
Ulysses said, "I vetted TV more."
Come on. Please stop shooting flares at me.
Bennett Snyder said, "Toasty meat."
Toasty! Get off my robot.
Ulysses said, "Endothermic if you would."
Stop shooting my robot. Sorry, I had to ignore everything you guys were saying so I could get through that chat.
Ulysses said,
Combat.
only I can shoot my robot.
And I don't. But I could. You know, if I wanted to. Which I don't. I guess I can't get up there. Maybe. Ah. Just wanted to check the posters.
Bennett Snyder said, the rundown was we were discussing how warm the explosive would be if you hugged it when it went off.
Pretty warm. Pretty warm. Pretty undeniably warm. Alright, look, next one, I'll save it and go up all... go up and give it a hug. Just for you.
Bennett Snyder said, we gotta win in the end.
I guess this is where they live, so I guess they're cannibals. So that's gross. Cannibal ghouls. That freedom round on top. I haven't seen anything for the shoulder-mounted rocket yet, Ulysses. Or shoulder-mounted machine gun. Can't get super close to this one. Is that close enough? I think I was close enough. All right, well. Ben, and I hope that was everything you wanted it to be.
Ulysses said, that hug was too warm. Bennett Snyder said, so we have learned. Bennett Snyder said, the hug was a bit much.
Yeah, that was a lot of nuclear bombs that just went off right there. That thing reloads so fast. I like the riot shotgun.
Bennett Snyder said, it was a group hug all along.
It was a group hug all along. I feel like I shouldn't have fallen down here. Oh good, they gave me a way out. Alright, Ulysses, anything significant I've missed so far? Anything you really wanted me to find that I just blew right past? Keep out, as if.
I don't believe it. Grant actually went to Colonel Autumn and got approval for her damn efficiency
Ulysses.
guidelines. All experiments will be
Probably
carried
the
out
Oakville
with the
Armory.
test subject fully active to reduce iteration time. It's barbaric. I've explained this to the Colonel. Just because the iBots don't have true AI doesn't mean they're just machines. I guess results are all that matter around here. Forget things like ethical procedures or humane treatment. I'm
that's
starting to have
messed up.
serious misgivings about leadership around here. At least I've got you to talk to, huh, Eddie?
Oy. Aw, happy BB. You know, let's go back and, I did want to actually check out that armory, which is, I'm assuming, the last docket on my list that I haven't been to. Can't miss anything important, you know. Oh, my daughter is woke up and she is not happy. She is not happy at all.
Ulysses said, "Marvelous weather this time of year."
Isn't it just?
Bennett Snyder said, "Nothing but clear skies."
Yeah, clear. Very clear. Well, I'll say it, Ulysses. I don't know where that thing is. I don't know where that armory is. I got the keys for it. Because I went in that building and found the key for it.
Ulysses said, "Rigged."
Ricked?
Ulysses said, "Left."
Oh. I mean, I've got the key, but I get XP if I pick the lock.
Bennett Snyder said, "Well, look at that." Ulysses said, there.
Yep, sure did walk right past it. Come on. Like right here.
Bennett Snyder said,
There we
"Here lay
go.
thy bobby pins."
For real. That's the most difficulty I've had with a lock in a long time. Which is embarrassing because I had the key. I don't need a fission battery. You can stay. That little thing sure does have
Bennett Snyder
quite a bit.
said, "But we need the explosive."
The fission for the fission battery? Ammo. Another very hard lock. Nice, 12 gauge. Oh, full set of riot gear. I think the benefits I get from these other 3 items are greater than I get from
Ulysses
Sneak Snipe.
said, "Maybe get a carry weight mod, cause carry weight this low is abnormal."
Yeah, I think I have a carrier rate mod. And I don't know how to turn it off. I think it was one of the things I downloaded on accident.
Ulysses said, "Abominable." Ulysses said, "Abysmal."
Yeah.
Ulysses said, "Abhorrent."
Yeah, you're telling me. I think it was one of the things I downloaded on the accidental.
Ulysses said, "Absurd."
Okay, you can stop now.
Bennett Snyder said, "My sick friend successfully got me to stop trying to make her go to sleep by talking about sweatshirt colors." Ulysses said, "But I was just getting to acrimonious."
I don't want you to get to acrimonious. don't want to know what acrimonious is. What I do want to do is pick up all these sunsets of sarsaparilla and drink them all.
Ulysses said, "You win this day auxiliary, but next time you want be so lucky."
Well, you know, it is my stream. I could mute you. But then who else would I listen to as I walk through this valley of the shadow of death? Well, I mean, yeah, this place would be great had I not already bought the riot gear.
Ulysses said, "Gasp, you would never." MRS, why not?
He would.
Said, "Good night, thanks everyone for stopping by." Bennett Snyder
Good night, love.
said, "Would that LL give you time to look at your life?" Ulysses said, "Night, missus."
Let's see. Anything else with a lot of weight that I probably don't need to be holding on to? Raspberry steak. Alright, moving on.
Bennett Snyder said, "Now that I think of that, that sounded like I was insulting you. I didn't mean it like that." Ulysses
You're a good man.
said, "Oh, also this place can function as a mini home. The containers don't reset."
Well, I guess that's useful. That Deathclaw. Sounds like a Deathclaw.
Ulysses said, "It's good, Bennett, all good fun around here."
We try and keep it light, unless someone randomly jumps in and tries to tell you that they were skinning babies in a forest. Oh, you're scared.
Ulysses said, "Don't say such spooky things around Eddie." Ulysses said, "My dog keeps chewing her ball on my bed."
Where are my notes? Oh, just the gunrunner stuff. That's weird.
Ulysses said, "Hit Y."
Oh, thanks. Must have done that by accident. I'm losing it over here.
Bennett Snyder said, "That's what I say every time I have a test, and yet they don't seem to be there when I need them."
Well, based on this guy being unalived, I assume he met more than minimal resistance. Alright, where's the nail gun? Wait, can I not? Is it not a weapon?
Bennett Snyder said, "Very expensive nail gun." Ulysses said, "Seems a nail gun would only get him so far." Ulysses said. It starts with H.
Yeah, cowboy repeater, hunting shotgun, incendiary grenade. Weird. I'm not crazy.
Ulysses said.
Well, one of these tunnelers is about to get nailed. Yep. Got him.
Bennett Snyder said. Down with the tunnelers.
I could choose to use a flashbang, but I'd rather use a liberal use of ammo.
Ulysses said. Their abomination's fire will scare them off.
What if I just use the Pit-Boy light? Ooh, piece of candy. Interesting.
Bennett Snyder said. Take the whiskey.
Nah, it's fine. Venomous tunneler. Well, that means I just have to remove your light barrier. Alright, you guys need to get off my boy. It's hard to aim this weapon.
Our favorite robot alone.
Best boy. Eddie's best boy. Second to Kane. Really the best doggo.
Ulysses said. Just keep moving backwards, they don't have a lunging attack animation.
I mean, sure, we could do that. But I like walking around and just shooting all of them. Well, looks like someone had a bad time here. Well?
Bennett Snyder said. Weakness. Bennett Snyder said. Moonwalking.
If only I could dance. something over here, or is it just a torch? Just a torch. That's a duffel bag. Seriously though, I have 2 left to beat. Pretty good at Beat Saber, but that's about it. I always felt like there was a lot of useless items in Fallout. I just never really got the understanding for it.
There you are. You went quiet for a time. Thought you might have returned to Vegas, its comforts. Maybe you took that machine with you. There's a lesson here.
Not about it.
In the Divide. Old world history about holding on to something so tightly it breaks or falls apart. May have seen the cracks in Vegas's walls already. If so, they'll grow in time, no matter how much you back House. Your future with House has 2 roads. The road the tribals in Vegas want, their spirits crushed. Or your face on a robot servant, smiling forever in a dead casino. There's future in neither. Families of Vegas were once tribes. Got drunk on Vegas lights, the spirit bled out of them. Old world history under a different flag. Whatever traditions or rituals they had, most likely squeezed out of them by now, turned into something else. And if not, then I'm afraid what's going to happen when they come creeping back. Vegas is old world, filled with old world ghosts. And ghosts need the living to do their work. That's why the families are there. Why the bear stumbles there to lose itself. It's a dance. I don't know its purpose. You've seen the wall. It's what's inside that worries me. You've seen the wall. Safe. Inside, old world's waking up. No facts or history I've heard tells me that city ever went to sleep. And that makes me think. The blue of the Mojave skies isn't like the rest of the world. Don't hear a Geiger ticking there. More to fear from predators than rads.
True.
The city, the whole Mojave, wasn't hit by bombs. Been my call. Vegas would be one of the first pieces of the old world to burn. Someone protected it. Wasn't chance. Wasn't luck. Something larger. Yet they let the rest of the world suffer. And they'll do it again.
Look, House had an option, and he protected what he could. Control. He protected what he could control.
Believe that. Vegas runs. I've seen what it's done to those who oppose it. And I've seen its messengers. But everything in Vegas speaks of someone who can't let it go. House sticks a shovel to history's graves, props up the dead, then puts words in their mouths. The tribes don't even know how they were broken. Not a world I want to be a part of. Going through motions until we're all smiling faces on some robot's screen.
Well, fair enough.
The high road. Not the divide yet. Many more miles to walk. But you got this far. You and that machine that shadows you. Wasn't sure if both of you'd make it. Above, then below the underpass. Tunnelers. Predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here.
Stay stealthy.
Divide broke their sky. Showed them the world above. And the scent of new prey. Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire. But they'll come before its people. From where they least expect. Below.
Terrifying.
Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matches the history of this place. Were signs they were here for a long time. Before marked men. Before what happened to the divide cracked their sky. If so, they were buried deep. Might have been born the day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation. Death will come from below. In the divide, need to watch the sky and the ground. Mojave will be easy prey for them. They'll start emerging throughout the Mojavean tide. Might be years, probably less. They breed fast, hunt in groups, more than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave. Once they draw blood.
Haven't been a
Seen
problem
them
for me
tear
so far.
apart death claws. Death claw might get some, but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds. Mojave and the Divide are the only places I've walked. Walked the east, too, before the bull came. Then, much like Mojave before the bear, tribes, towns, clutching to life. Bull did a better job. They bear false versions of Legate Benuse's masks. The one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now. It's shaped from divide metal, not with care and strength, but with crude, effective, like the blades they carry, distant mirrors of their legate, a symbol they can hold on to,
That's
while the
sad.
divide tears at them. For the two-headed bear, NCR, they don't have symbols in the same way Legion does. They revere their mines and explosives, guns. That is their religion. Death from afar. Take pride in it. Pain makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield now turned against the divide. Few survived. Intact. Many NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Caesar, fear of the Legion. The dam, that old world wall. The bear, NCR, couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser, House. You'd think their whole world was that wall, cutting the Colorado. If I'd never laid eyes on it, never spoke of it. But once found, it was all Kaiser could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him. And the divide, one of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery. If you can't kill the bear in one stroke, bleed it, starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the divide belongs to history.
You sound like you need a lozenge. Just like me.
The tapes. Didn't think those would be found. You know the divide better than I thought. Had tech from the big empty. Recorder a woman gave me. Didn't survive the road. On its last legs. Cast it and the tapes aside. Weren't worth the words anyway. Not like I'd forget what happened. If you heard them. Nothing but ramblings. Reminders for a man who doesn't need them. Probably more lying from here to the divide. Maybe not. Who's to say?
Got him.
You, perhaps, found them, heard them after I cast them aside. Maybe there was purpose in that. If they matter, if history matters, we'll see at the end of the road. At the end of the high road lies Ashton, its silo. That machine with you, it can open it, wake it up, like it did the one in Hopeville. Hate? No. Your machine, it's just a tool, made of the wreckage of the divide. All that was brought here.
Whatever you say, Ulysses.
You know the why of it. If you don't, I do. And that's enough. Shows trust, only walks so far west. Earned more than that, though, getting this far. We walk the same road, carry the same colors. Can't break that by making the road red. Want more than that? Walk the divide. Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always.
So you say.
There was life. A town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This time, the divide's in the other direction. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was.
Okay.
All roads lead back to one's home. Not your birthplace, maybe, but home. Home isn't where you were born into this world. You taught me that. Part of your message, whether you meant it or not, can be a place of mind, a moment where you know who you are, the history of it, and they can be places you breathe life into. Never would have known the divide had it not been for you. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here, a hard road. Kept the land before the divide alive through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home. It means everything. Even if you deny it, cast it aside, that speaks to what you are. Proves what happened here.
Whatever you say.
It was you walking that road that kept the divide alive. It grew from what you did. Settlers, camps, filling that old world city. Chance for a new mission, new beginning, new way of thinking. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
But not old world. Something you made. Road was a supply line.
This is like just...
NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade, others by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun, and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
Oh, I forgot I leveled up at the beginning of that conversation.
Bennett Snyder said, Woo level 44.
Ooh, got some good options. Gotta find a good. Here and now. That's a good one to take. Not. No one should ever take the here and now perk.
Ulysses said, was about to start screaming LOL.
You should have done it anyway. Hmm. Well, I think I'm going to take Misfortune because I like her.
Bennett Snyder said, splash damage looks fun.
You know, a minute ago you told me to sneak through this.
Said, add a little more spice alongside the mysterious stranger.
Now, at some point you told me to sneak through this, and in my defense, that was 10 minutes of conversation ago.
Ulysses said, well, the start is fine, but it's the death claws you want to watch out for.
But what about with my
Ulysses
shoulder-mounted machine gun?
Beast has a unique helmet. Ulysses said, they have immensely increased speed and damage in the divide.
Oh, Interesting. It's the Leggett. He made a proper
Bennett
Leggett
Snyder
helmet.
said, "What about health?"
Well, I guess we'll find out about health. Do I have anything that weighs a little bit? It's worth just using.
Ulysses said, "Probably also increased, but I haven't been able to test." Ulysses said, "I'd personally recommend your sniper."
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, I guess I could have him carry stuff for me.
Ulysses said, "Vendor by the truck."
By this truck? By that truck? Oh, I see it.
Ulysses said, "In the back."
Well, whenever my iBot comes back up and activates it for me. Thanks, Eddie. Satchel charge case.
Bennett Snyder said, "No, we want the C4."
No, it's worth a lot of money. And I like money. Bean bags. No one wants bean bags.
Ulysses said, "Got to love that bottle cap clickety-clack."
Oh, we sure do. Now, if the tunnelers can take out a Deathclaw, they must mean they can take out a Divide Deathclaw, and that's a little scary. And away he goes.
Said, "But we have the power of time manipulation on our side." Ulysses said, "You'll want to explore that weapon. The warhead can clear a path."
Okay. You mean like that?
Ulysses said, just like that.
Yay.
Bennett Snyder said, no hug this time. Ulysses said, watch your step though lol.
Well, the hug isn't very forgiving. They don't really hug me back. Watch your step, no kidding. Yeesh. Parkour.
Bennett Snyder said, what do you mean they give you their warm embrace?
Yeah, but it's too warm. The music in the background kind of sounded like Skyrim for a second.
Big, empty. There's something hidden there. A crater. Past wind and sand. So deep in the desert, there's no turning back. Finding the crater was an accident. Was following the weather patterns. The divide sky torn like that. Man's violence, not nature's. That violence in the sky had a source. Tracked it, like following a river current. Left the colors to mark my way, like always. In case someone finds
Bennett
them,
Snyder
learns the pattern.
said,
The
it
courier
clearly is
might.
fine, the sign says so.
But I thought sand and wind would never end. Came to the crater. And there was an old world facility. A weather station at the edge. Still raking the sky with electricity and generators. And beyond it, saw the rest of the old world hell there. All carved up like garden plots. Had to see what was there. Couldn't leave it be. Things asleep
Ulysses
in the big empty.
said,
The Brotherhood
advanced
woke
gear
them
has
up.
style points.
Can't move quiet any more than the two-headed bear can. And when they
It
woke
does have
up,
style points.
it was like all of history waking up at once. Almost didn't make it out. Almost. Left with answers I never intended.
Well, he sure can't carry that much for me. I gotta take just a quick break. I'll be back in just a second.
Ulysses said, use your riot gear to repair advanced gear. Bennett Snyder said, I've grown quite comfortable in my blanket finally.
Whew, sorry about that. I just suddenly, like, really had to pee. Like, my bladder was hurting so bad I had to pee. Had to go take care of that. Anyway, it wasn't letting me. Oh, it's because I was wearing it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ulysses said, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, hey, sometimes nature calls. And I'm not going to put a catheter in so I don't have to stop streaming. Not for free, at least. Oh. Ulysses, why did you lay that mine for me?
Bennett Snyder said, I crave an apple right now, not sure why. Ulysses said, yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. Man, you weren't kidding. That guy ran quick. You were not kidding about the death claws.
Said, they don't seem to have much more health if they have any more.
They definitely hit harder though. Guy just ripped through me.
Ulysses said, if they charge you, cripple their legs or pray.
Cripple their legs or pray. Yeah, accurate.
Bennett Snyder said, I like pray.
Yeah, that's basically all you can do. Spray and pray. That's legitimately what you are at that point. Pray. I'm like tempted to use those stealth boys.
Ulysses said, imagine how my melee character went. Bennett Snyder said, everything just wore off right then and there. Ulysses said, it was 10 o'clock.
Oh. When's the last time I saved it?
Bennett Snyder said, Jesus,
Son of a depression.
Ulysses said, "Oh me, oh my." Bennett Snyder said, "They sprint."
Yep. Well, time to do it again. This time with more saves.
Ulysses said, "Who built the health bar?" Bennett Snyder said, "They don't skip leg day here in the Divide."
No, they don't. The problem with sneaking is that Eddie kind of gives you away.
Ulysses said, "Turn his aggression to passive."
Working on it, I guess.
Bennett Snyder said, "NOOO let US keep the C4 this time."
Nah. Not big on using C4. That should have taken care of him up there. No? He survived a bomb being shot off underneath him? Good for him. You know, good for him. I mean, he's not gonna survive my bullet causing him to explode. But, you know, good for him for surviving the nuke. Now I gotta climb up here again. Did I miss... Did I miss... Was there one of these caches in the tunnel?
Bennett Snyder said, "Oh, so you survived the nuke. Parry my bullet then."
You know, as they say, parry this, you filthy casual.
Ulysses said, "Caches."
Caches. I'm getting real real Skyrim vibes from this music. Just in the background. Yeah, caches. The Ulysses caches. These little secret spots.
Ulysses said, I don't think you missed any.
I just realized he's talked about Zion and he talked about the big empty, but he didn't talk about the Sierra Madre yet.
Ulysses said, there's another at the end of the highway up the collapsed tunnel a bit. Ulysses said, also save.
I saved with the sleep, but yeah. There was one that came at me when I went into this bunker before. Where are you?
Bennett Snyder said, that crit hit hard.
Yeah, it did. Hit them as hard as they hit me. Well, I just pooped my pants. This one just doesn't show up if you don't go in the thing, does it? Like, it does not show up until you come all the way back here. I could be completely wrong about
Ulysses said, yeah, it's a trigger spawn.
that. Ugh, terrifying.
Bennett Snyder said, so does that mean you can walk past it without fighting it?
Probably, but then I would miss out on all the ammo. And who wants that? Okay. I've got a trick for this one. Deathclaws hate it when you use this trick. Called a stealth boy. Not gonna get me again. Why are there so many?
Ulysses said, be warned, Deathclaws have almost max precision, even a blind one can spot you.
I know, but if I'm invisible, they'll really focus on Eddie, which gives me more opportunity to do sneak attacks.
Bennett Snyder said, who was having a bad day at the office in development?
I don't know. Someone at id Software. Mini nukes. Man, I haven't found any of those. I didn't think there was a Fat Man launcher in this game. A lot of magazines. Doing some light reading, Ulysses?
Ulysses said, "It was either a really bad day or a really good day." Ulysses said,
It was bad.
"BRB."
It was a bad day. Someone's wife had just left them or something. Took their dog. They couldn't become John Wick, so they just made an unholy enemy.
All due respect, sir, I think you're making a mistake. We're close to a breakthrough with the Duraframe iBots. I can feel it. Yes, sir, I understand that we need the Duraframe assets for Hellfire
Bennett
armor,
Snyder
but...
said, "Not
No,
the
sir.
dog."
Yes, sir.
Bennett Snyder
I understand, sir.
said,
I'll tell the team to start
Nothing but the
disassembling the ED series prototypes right away. Eddie, you little rascal, were you eavesdropping again? I think those videos you watch are a bad influence on you. How much of that did you hear? Didn't Dr. Grant say she'd upgraded your navigational systems? And I think I have an idea.
Oh.
How'd you like to be just like Ralphie?
I don't. Oh, that's messed up. Oh man, talking to Edie and getting his backstory is fun. Uh-oh. I don't like that wore off.
Bennett Snyder said, "You can now be seen by the world."
Yeah. Well, that backfired immediately.
Bennett Snyder said,
All
"'Tis
due
but a
respect.
flesh wound."
That was well more than a fresh wound. Gotta get him from a distance. Before the stealth boy wears off.
Bennett Snyder said, "The last thing he saw was you coming back into existence."
Yeah. Hopefully he didn't even see that. Hey, Bennett, how'd you find my stream, by the way? Did you just like scroll through shorts, or did you see it in like browse features? I'm just curious.
Bennett Snyder said, "I was watching other people's streams and just scrolling through from there."
Well, that means it's working. Great. Glad you're here. Been nice having more people to talk to that are excited about New Vegas. I mean, there's really a like Fallout cult on YouTube. I think that's something that's helped me, is just the people that like Fallout really like Fallout New Vegas, and I just really wanted to play it again. This was not the way to get up there. I took the hard route. MRE, medications, all good things. Ah.
I walked the Great Salt Lake as Kaiser's eye, then his hand. Mongrels there, 2 legs and 4. Saw the walls of New Canaan and the scavengers circled. Hadn't the strength or fire to take. Too high, too strong. White legs. They were born for war. They run to it, hungry for battle. Yet their hunger is to be a part of history.
Bennett
Something
Snyder
larger.
said,
Like the Legion.
"Yet another
has
message to
always
listen to."
Brought them a message from Kaiser. If New Canaan burns,
Boom.
Kaiser might see them. Might. Even the chance was a lie. To honor Kaiser, destroy the history of New Canaan and the way they carry it in their generations and family. Kaiser respects such strength, I told them. That was truth. Even if strength wasn't the word. Obedience. You must be willing to kill anyone. Children, mothers, the weak, elders. If these New Canaanites value the generations, that is what you must kill. It was like Ulysses was speaking through me. Use the night, silence, and fire to change their words to please the screams. No need for bombs when hate will do. I asked the White Legs to destroy a people with ancestry going back thousands of years. Another death of history, lost to time. The New Canaanites. They supplied medicine, food traded with others. Civilization, a hand from the past, not history. But maybe a path deeper. Farther than that, to a place where this God really exists. If so, his handiwork and people belong elsewhere.
I was worried that was a bunch of death claws.
Another symbol like bear and bull with no meaning in the present.
Get back here. Uh-oh.
Ulysses said, Okay, I'm back.
We're at the end of the road. I went under the bridge.
Bennett said, welcome back.
I don't know why I came under here. Was this the way to go? I thought this was the way not to go. Yeah. Up there looks like the way to go. I like trying to find the wrong way.
Ulysses said, down low is the way not to go.
Great. Then I'm going the right way. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cherry bomb.
Ulysses said, also going down here spawns 2 more claws.
Oh, crap. Wait, what am I doing? Break that down. Break that down. Break that down.
Bennett Snyder said, you can take them.
I can take them. But do I want to? That is the question.
Bennett Snyder said, MMMID say 50-50.
Thanks. Why do you want me to make so much of this ammo? I thought I heard the extra 2 spawns, and I was wondering what that noise was.
Ulysses
And then you confirmed it for me.
said, 60-40.
Well, y'all are just a bunch of positivity, aren't you? Your support is just the wind above my wings. How do I get up there?
Bennett Snyder said, I have nothing but faith in you, sir.
Thanks, Bennett.
Ulysses said, Cliff.
Cliff. They gave you a lot of cherry bombs here. They give you a lot of auto-inject stim packs here. Can you guys hear my cat meowing in the background?
Ulysses said, cherry bombs are a missile ingredient, which is a rocket ingredient for the new weapon.
That makes sense. I don't like that I'm in caution. Okay, okay, that's better.
Bennett Snyder said, enters caution. Bennett Snyder said, immediately saves.
Yeah, well, it's the smart thing to do. That did not do as much damage as I would have wanted it to. Keep shooting.
Bennett Snyder said, both have an extra 100 health.
Oh, good. Oh, they can't get to me where I am, can they? So they're just hiding. Got 'em.
Ulysses said, one down.
2 down.
Ulysses said, and woe down.
One down and one exploded. Alright, are there more death claws at this point? You don't need to answer that. I'll figure it out soon enough. Ugh. My throat is very white tonight.
Bennett Snyder said, I want to guess yes, but I don't know. Ulysses said, more death claws later on, but not for a wee bit.
Well, that's nice to know. Glad they give you so many doctor's bags. Oi. These mines. Okay, y'all can please stop at the mines. Now I have to like hunt for the red dots.
Said, you could always mine your step.
Okay, Bennett. Okay.
Ulysses said, "Keep an ear to the ground."
What the heck is that fighting outside? Bone saw is ready. The Merked perk. I don't know what that perk is.
Said, "That has a lot of kick to it."
Yeah, it's on purpose. You've faced torture at the hands of the marked men. Now it's payback time. Nice. Might as well, you don't fix it up. Oh, they're different. Unarmed, critical chance. Was that what you were trying to warn me of? By keeping my ear to the ground? Was the maniac with a chainsaw coming right behind me?
Ulysses said, "Mostly the satchel charges, but sure."
Oh. Come here, marauder. Ooh, I got a lot of ammo for this again. Do a lot of damage with it.
Bennett Snyder said, "I will forever hate marauders in any game."
Yeah, the word marauder really doesn't do anybody a service. And they should have gave you plenty of ammo. Well, I'm not using any of that weapon. ammo type right now, so I'm gonna not use the resources on it. Poster.
Ulysses said, "Got a bed full of dogs tonight."
Hey, there you go. I never really liked sleeping in bed with the dogs. Like, I enjoy laying in bed with my animals. Whatever comes to actually sleeping, they always woke me up more than I ever wanted.
Said, "I have me, myself, and I in my bed."
There you go.
Ulysses said, "Yep, happens here too."
Do you get anything for finding all the Ralphie posters?
Ulysses said, "You get XP."
No.
Bennett Snyder said, "The sense of accomplishment."
Yeah, I do love fetch quests for the sense of accomplishment. But what if I don't want to unlock this terminal? Should I have not hit this button?
Ulysses said, "You get a spiritual pat on the back accompanied by a complimentary notification message." Bennett Snyder.
Did I just launch a nuke?
I heard it. Scary and simple.
I just like pressing buttons. What did I just blow up?
Said, "You might have don't see what gave the impression."
Good. You're back online. Listen to me, Eddie. If you stay here, they'll dismantle you for parts. You have to go now. I've uploaded destination coordinates for our outpost in Navarro into your system. I want you to go to the Enclave there, okay?
This is why I
Do you understand me?
shouldn't have any buttons. I'll just press them.
It's gonna be a long journey, my little friend. You'll have to fly very far. And fly very fast. Can you do that? I know you can. Be careful out there, Eddie. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Ulysses said, "It's a shame because Navarro isn't exactly there anymore."
Yeah, that happens. That's in Fallout 1 or 2. You destroy Navarro, don't you?
Ulysses said, "It's possible EDIAS creator is still around. Colonel Autumn was mentioned, which pertains to recent events."
That's fair. Why is everything blowing up?
Ulysses said, "Let us get funky." Snyder said, "Cause it's the elevator part."
Oh, it's always the elevator part. Got your leg. Got your face.
Everyone wants to diagonal elevators.
For some reason.
Don't let him swarm you.
I'm trying not to. Why is it still alive? Well, let's remove that head, shall we? I'm really thankful for this riot shotgun. Well, we made it. Well, everything's blowing up around me.
Snyder said, "Boom."
Boom. This is the way to go. Why did launching the missile blow everything up? Really? Why was that missile even able to launch? The real important questions.
Ulysses said, "Burning 1,000s of gallons of jet fuel."
Well, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. I thought everyone knew that after 9/11.
Ulysses said, someone's gonna have to reorganize that closet.
That's okay. The closet won't be here for very much longer. Huh. The way the iron was sitting on top of the fission battery, I thought it was a laser gun. Like an alien blaster. This feels like the way to go. Oh well. Now I gotta walk back. Go through that other door. Look, Eddie. We have to go the other way. We have to know. Because if we don't go, who else is gonna go? Ulysses? He's not gonna be around for much longer. Yeah, there's so much stuff. He tried to get me. SentryBot tried to get me. But he got something else. Oh, I really need 17 MREs. All right. Moving on. It's the same room.
DJ Stan said, thin red pasta.
Gotta love the thin red pasta. Well, let us find Closed bracket. Oh, I didn't need a dud removed. I need allowance restored. Come on. Help a hacker out here. Well, what are you fighting, buddy? There's something here, and it wants to fight me.
DJ Stan said, Scotty.
Very. Great. Dependent individuals. Influential. Sometimes you just gotta go down the whole list. Well, that was definitely worth coming back for. Can't leave our boy Eddie without his upgrades. How did you beat him? You're a particularly strong one, aren't you? There's my thin red pasta. Always good to get healed up. All right. Good news, everybody. I know you're there. Oh. Enjoy freedom juice.
Bennett Snyder said, "Alrighty, I'm going to hit the hay."
No. Yeah, I have to soon as well. I'm just trying to find a good place to stop.
Bennett Snyder said, "I've been up from 3 a.m.
No, we'll just stay up a little bit longer. You'll be up for 24. Pull the whole all-nighter.
Bennett Snyder said, "No."
Fair enough. You know what a wise old friend once told me? Go ahead, ruin your night.
Said, "I like my sleep."
Yeah, I gotta get up and go to a meeting in the morning. Oh, hello. Just you take this straight to the undercarriage. The problem with all these tunnelers is I'm running out of 12 gauge ammo. All the posters, none of the ones I need.
Bennett Snyder said, "I'll try to catch one of your next streams. Roughly what time do they tend to start at?"
8 o'clock. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays.
Hopeville, High Road, Ashton, tiny cracks in the earth, nothing compared
It's
to the
raining out.
road carved before you. This is the edge of the divide. Ahead lies your work, the history you burned in the earth, what you brought to the people here. You delivered a package, had markings that matched those in the divide. Not all, but enough. Military markings from someplace the bear had savaged in the west. Maybe seeing those markings on it reminded you of home, made you carry it.
Maybe.
Bennett Snyder
It was from the west,
said,
from deep in NCR,
"Ominous voice has
whether made by them or not.
Yeah, no.
It came here through your hands.
You have a good night.
It was a device, a detonator, one I'd never seen before, or heard before. You carried that thing to the divide. I know because I followed you as you walked the road, watched you do it. You brought it here, to the community you built, and you are responsible for what happened after, when the device opened, started to speak. When it did, the divide answered back. Those missiles you've seen, buried in their silos. They exploded beneath the ground, cracked the landscape. Sand, ash, the dead. The divide skies became a graveyard.
Clearly.
Should have died there. But now that I know you live, the machines here saved me. I was the only survivor, or thought I was. Your package, the message inside, awoke medical machines, close to the one that shadows you, began to build themselves. Then others. They only take what parts they find in the divide, never roam beyond it. Can't even leave the silos without a human to shadow. Like hounds. Maybe they saw the flag on my jacket, thought I was of America. If so, history saved me. A sign. Machinery. Simple on the outside. Computer parts. Inside. More complicated. Was the only time I'd heard a machine speak in the divide. The only machine with a voice. If you had been there when it happened, if you had seen the divide break, you would know it. You carry death wherever you go. If the Mojave doesn't know it yet, it will. What happened here can happen again. You already proved it. What you did in Ashton, the silo there.
Yeah.
Didn't stop you though. Like carrying the chip to Vegas. Old world death in your hand. Pieces of the old world like that just need someone careless enough to take them where they need to go. To do their killing. All these roads you walked, these packages you carried, think it wasn't your choice? Of course, it was your choice. You could have stayed in the Mojave, but you chose to come, couldn't let be, not in you to let go. Came for no other reason than you were curious, restless, always have been. Had to know the why of it. Now, I'll show you. Want to hear the answer of it? Not just history's answer. Your answer for what happened here. Accident. Ignorance is a choice. The chip.
Bold
A
statement.
choice. As for anger, it is what I carry for the dead and all that come here. My family, my tribe lives.
Key match.
Its history died long ago, fell under the shadow of the bull, consumed by another symbol.
Yes.
No.
Yes, he is.
This isn't about family or any common blood. It's blood shared by acts, not by chance. The supply line, the artery for the West. I carry no hatred for duty, if that's what this was. The community that was once here, and the package you brought, both had markings of the divide, markings of America.
Of America.
You've seen the marks, the symbol, as early as the Hopeville silo, maybe. Carried it etched on your weapons. The divide, its buildings, its people, were built around those same markings, surrounded them here. Markings like the flag on my back when I followed your road to the divide those years ago. I saw the symbol I wore all around me. An old world symbol, strong to survive here. Its people strong. Outlast the bear, outlast the bull. Promise of something better.
Debatable of what they got.
Kaisar was right to want it dead. NCR was right to want to rake their claws in it. Seeing it changed me. Just as seeing Hoover Dam changed Kaisar and the NCR. Seeing it end changed me too. There was was hope here. Another chance. A new nation stirring to life. A place I could have set my flag. Not the America of old, but something larger than the tribes of the East. Something larger than the houses of the West. Something better. The divide could have bridged both, like Hoover Dam. Now, like the dam, it's too covered in blood to see what it could have been. You gave life to this place. I followed your road here, saw the divide. You led me here so that I could see. Then you brought it to an end.
Yep, true.
My history isn't. It's about the message you carried. The message that one can kill a nation. I don't blame you for the divide.
I'm getting.
I blame you for what you made me see. Now you will see what you brought to the Mojave. Your roads are not done. Have one. The way ahead and below leads, and there, you and I, we'll have an ending to things. At the end of the divide, through the trenches and wreckage, that's where you'll find me. My new home, here, amongst dead men. You and that machine. Keep your eyes on the tower that cuts the horizon. You'll find your way. Made it this far. Not much farther to go.
Well. Man, that guy talks a lot. Just doesn't stop. Alright, it's getting pretty late. I gotta work tomorrow, unfortunately, and I'm really struggling to talk. This whole respiratory infection's getting me. And this is fun. Gonna have a lot more fun exploring the Lonesome Road. This is a great DLC. Come back on Monday for more Titanfall 2, because I told
DJ
Ulysses I would play it.
Said, good night, sleep well.
You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.